third world and understanding. The key to healing Nigeria. Okay. Take your board. Let me just use 3 men. It will just be easier for me. As I talk now, be putting it there. Three guys come. Maybe it will even be nice to see it. Can I get somebody from the north here? Anybody from the north? Oga, please come. God bless you. Give him a big God bless you as he comes. God bless you, sir. I wish I can put cap on your head so that, that represent. I wish I can get somebody. Can I get somebody from the southwest here? Please come, sir. I think we might need to. Should we go up? How is that for? I want the whole country to see this. Come on, my dear. Come, sir. Come, sir. I wish I can also put the cap, the one you always see me on the picture with bent here. Come. Yeah. Who is? Let the north be in the center. Can I get somebody from the southeast here? Yes, sir. Okay. You look too big or you are intimidating. I need somebody with equal measure. I need equal measure. Triangle is what we are building. One side must not be longer. Thank you, sir. I wish I can put a red cap on your head. See, there are 3 resources that God put in Nigeria. It is not oil. It is not solid mineral. And the day we now learn to synthesize it, we can build this Nigeria we are looking for. The Nigeria that God has dreamt of. You see, I stand in that office. I told you I wear 2 caps. You see, the first, let me start with you because you're closer to me here, is the pioneer spirit, the enterprising spirit of the Southeast. You see all this headache we're having with our economy. Then the management and the leadership wisdom of the Southwest. Because you see, those groups can pioneer and build, go and sustain, wahala. Go there, you will see burial grounds of companies, industries. Where is Ekenedi Chukwu? Where all those billionaires emerge? And the thing, some of them, it dies while they are alive. The ones that try, the moment they are dead, that is it. But come here and see the corporate wisdom for building things that last. Whether it is church or anything. These are some of the things that God showed me early enough. He said you have to get this 3-dimensional wisdom so you can be able to have a ministry that has no limit, no cutting edge. You see, if you don't have cultural intelligence, you die in your small world. Because of hatred, racism, tribalism, you're not able to harness other resources. Do we do tribalism when it comes to oil? We don't care. It comes from South and we all want it because it powers all our engines, all our generators. Solid mineral comes from the north. We take it. All the things that come out from South, we don't care. See, why are we caring about the quality of human resources that God has blessed us with? God created Nigeria, He built it on diversity to make it a nation that will be able to catch up with US and beat US. And that's the same secret that built the United States. Instead of having one tribe of Israel, God made them 12 tribes of Israel. And later, He allowed some Egyptians who saw the signs and wonders that Moses did. You call them mixed multitude. Who saw those signs and wonders and joined to observe the Passover. He allowed them to live with them and go and form a new nation. On their way, they met Moses' wife's family, Jethro. The brother of Moses' wife brought his family members because they know the terrain. The Jews have never passed the way. They don't know the terrain of the wilderness. So they were the ones, because these are nomadic like our Fulani people that know the forest, and they are the ones. So it says God uses the supernatural and the natural. You know what, you read the Bible, you think it's just the glory crowd guiding them. No, they found a nomadic tribe that know that wilderness journey very well. And that's where Moses married into. So they brought his whole family and joined them, and help the Jews to finally get to the promised land. Do you know what happened? When they finally got to the promised land, Joshua said, instead of you going back to the land of Midian, we're giving you possession and citizenship and fura. A whole tribe settled, and guess what? They settled in the land of Judah, the leading tribe. Now, you keep seeing this all through the Bible, that the Jewish nation is not one people group. The original man came from Iraq. His name was Abraham. He was an Arab. But after marrying a Jewish sister like him, that is Sarah, he went to Africa to get his second wife. Actually, he got two women from Africa. He got the maid who gave him Ishmael. He went to Egypt to get that one. Then he came to Africa proper to get a black woman that gave him 6 children. Her name is Keturah. So now, these people started populating. Remember that Sarah only gave birth to one child. Hagar gave birth to one boy that gave birth to 12 boys. That's how the Arab nation spread. But the African wife started with 6 boys. So as we now look at the Jewish people, you see there are black Jews, there are Caucasian Jews, there are Arab Jews, and all till today, when you go to Israel, there is one of the most integrated nations on earth. There are Arabs who are citizens, there are Palestinians who are citizens, there are all kinds of people. And then later again, after they were carried to captivity in Babylon and all that, a number of them through marriage got into. And when they came back, it was now mixed tribes, mixed people of all races. They are the ones that they call the Samaritans that formed that southern part near the Galilee River. I have been there. Because the mandate that was given to Abraham is that indeed shall all the families of the earth, all the nations of the earth be blessed. There is no one tribe that has it all. There is no one race that has it all. There is no one people group that has it all. Because God is not unjust. If he carries everything and gives to the Hausa man or the Northerners or the Fulani, the rest of us will be finished. If he carries everything and gives to the Igbo man, the rest of us will be, if he carries them, he made sure that everybody has something to contribute, but something that he needs from his brother. He was trying to create a nation on tripod. Let's outgrow these things, these challenges we have had for the last 60 years. To create this nation, God now added, our south, the water side. That's where our, what you call the culture. Okay, what are these 3 before I tell you about that? These 3 is, first, the enterprise wisdom of the East. Is the pioneer spirit. That thing that the Jews have is there. And if you notice, you also find other things that he put along with it. Industrialization and all that. But whatever they were given is so they can contribute to the rest of the nation. In other words, I have made a blessing to all the nations of the earth. Whatever your people have, your tribe, or you as an individual, you are giving it so you can serve the rest. What it means is that as they bring that in, enterprise development will spread all over the whole country. Industrialization will spread because no gift is given to be kept. You see, like Southwest has cocoa, Southeast had palm plantations, but a person can come from here and go to the east and carry those seeds and plant all over here, and you have the Southwest version of palm plantation. And then the same way they can carry cocoa and go and create the Southeast version of cocoa plantation. And then we go to the north and take granite, and then everybody has it. This is God's intention. Somebody will come here, take our cocoa, take to the country, go and grow. And we that own it are held back through tribalism and nepotism and all kinds of confusion. Cultural illiteracy that is in our heads. The management, the corporate governance and management wisdom of the Southwest. Because there is none of these things being pioneered, all these business that will last. This is where we should come to get the finest school in management, in leadership, in business administration, in corporate leadership, and so on, organizational leadership. If you look at some of the top 3 skills he deployed, one of them, I wrote it and sent to our people. I said, because this is the word God gave me. Okay, this one I can share. He said, at the end of the day, the next president is going to be a product of 2 things. I said, what? He said, be watching the word honor and the word loyalty and what produces it. That's what he told me. So I wrote it down. I had 2 different experiences in recent time. But not from one of the end of the triangle, but from that understanding that pulls the thing together. It will have the seed of loyalty and honor. Then on the other end, like this triangle, he will have the seed of empowerment. So I said, what do you mean by seed of loyalty and honor? He said, for example, watch whosoever they served before they got there. Watch. There are a lot of lessons to learn from everything that is going on. Because you guys are going to be the next. When we talk about dominion mandate, we are not joking. You must register in the school of dominion and be learning from things. And don't allow cultural illiteracy blind you from benefiting from corporate wisdom. Because not all the things are good to follow us into the future. Like the aspect where loyalty is now buying and selling. No, it's not that type. It's not that type of buying and selling. We are talking about loyalty that comes as a result of investments and impact you have made in people. People you have raised, people you have empowered. That will pay you more than the money they share on the day of election. You won't have to spend as much as the opposition. So you see, the East has a lot to learn from the West. The West has a lot to learn from the East. But the West and the East has a lot to learn from the North. Why there is enterprise wisdom in the East, there is corporate wisdom or management wisdom in the West, there is political wisdom in the North. These people are masters of the game. Governance. Anybody that takes them for granted is doing it at his own. Three of you hold your hand and form a circle. This is what God wants to see now. You form a circle. This is what God wants to see. And then the current will be flowing around. After a while, the deficiencies of the East has been balanced by the resources of the other two. And after a while, the deficiencies of the North. Can't you see how Nigeria see them is the biggest? When you hear that Nigeria is the poverty capital, it's the North that is dragging us behind. In case you don't know, it's the North. Why? Because of neglect of human capital. That's where you see human resources wasting like nothing. The deficiencies of the North will be balanced by the resources of Southwest and South. Those who are in the North opposing missionary activities, you're opposing development. Because they are the only ones who can come build you schools without asking government for money. Build you NGOs, build your hospital, educate your youth, educate all that. Stop attacking God's people. And get an understanding of brotherhood. That's what Africa needs. To leave the third world status and move to first world. I believe in a type of Islam, the type I go to Dubai to see. The type I see in Qatar. The type I see in Oman. The developmental side of Islam that can turn around this country. So there are deficiencies in all the sides. Go to the southeast, where the young men will not go to school. They leave primary school, jump into markets. And when they finally make all the money, it's like sand in their hand. Because you now have money, but the human being is not developed. And all the beautiful girls there want to go outside and marry people that are refined. And they're angry about it. Somebody should make a law. If you don't get your GCE and your JAM, if we find you in the market, you should be arrested. That one, God has given it to them, but education is what refines a person. And when you meet the ones that are refined, they are beautiful people. They are good people. But if you remove human refinement and refinement of your values, You come to Southwest where there is a lot of educated people. Chief Ogbueli laid a very good foundation, but yet a lot of poor people. They want to solve this problem. It's enterprise. Enterprise. Harvard University is now studying this enterprise and apprenticeship system of the Southeast. Is now a course. People are taking it, and Nigerians who should benefit first because of tribalism, cultural blindness, are not benefiting. Is that Jewish phenomenon that you read in your Bible. When your brother serves you 6 years, at the 7th year, you release him. And when it's time to release him, you don't look for loan in a bank. Because that apprenticeship and enterprise system solves the problem of startup capital. You don't look for loan in the bank. Because he only learns the business maybe for 3-4 years. Then another 2 years is to build the capital he will use. So when he finishes, he shares the money with his boss. The company that he has served takes a portion. He takes the other portion to go and launch his new enterprise. There is the Jews. That's how the Jews. Now, today we talk about non-interest banking and all that. Yes, there is nothing like non-interest. We can fast-track the development of this country like this. Like this. This deficit of young people out of school can be just like this. But it will require this triangular harnessing of energy. I see some of them abroad when I travel. And I know that something has to be done about this. Maybe the former generation, last 60 years, we have done that. You cannot let your child again, no matter what it is that he wants to be, let him go through school, get education first. The former area, the riverine area, I was in Calabar last week, I think. Oh my God, when we landed and we started driving, I just felt like I was in Bahamas. And Bahamas, black people, most of the Caribbeans are black people, here black people. And that same atmosphere, the greenery, the lush beauty of nature. Because that's where the tourism potential is highest. They control most of our sea and waterways. Thank God that Lagos also has it and all of that. But too much of commercial activities and buildings not allowing us here to harness tourism. Thank God for the Eco-Atlantic City anyway. Our beaches are bare. And we travel from here to Dubai, travel from here to Bahamas, travel to different parts of the world, Florida and the rest of them, to go and see wonders where Bahamas, most of their foreign exchange is coming through tourism. And you see our South. And the only thing we see there is the oil. That's not it. South is the spice God put on this tray to keep us. Salt. When you finish, you put all the ingredients. But without salt, the soup will not come out. That's South. So the only thing we see there is the oil. We don't see anything in human beings. Our head is focused on natural resources. We don't see anything in human resources. That is our cultural headquarters. Arts and culture. Even when you give birth to a little child now, comedy, entertainment, everybody now wants to be worry boy. Have you noticed that every comedian now goes worry? Music, dances, even when they are fighting. And that's where they did Wazobia for us. They did some form of, I don't know whether it's not Wazobia. They did something for us and created our own version of English. They took what the white man brought one from Africa, mixed it, and came out with a soup. The rest of us can also speak broken. But broken, no, they sweet like the one from South. Hospitality is the home of hospitality. It's the home of culture. It's the home of arts. It's the home of tourism. And there are 100 times, 1,000 times more money in that than in our oil. Thank God for what the entertainment industry, Nollywood, has done. Helped to employ a lot of young people, to take a lot of people out of the street and all of that. We are just scratching the surface. And remember, whatever each group have, they are supposed to give to the rest. You don't enter a soup as salt and keep your salt. No, you contribute that so that the meat will taste well, onumu will taste well, ogusi will taste well, the okra will taste well, the ewedu will be sweet. And then all the other ones bring their own to not, because leave them alone, they cannot make the soup. You want to clap there.